All right, Shavosai, good morning. Good morning. Let us begin. We are continuing Be'ez Hashem today in Tzidkas HaTzaddik in Os Beis. So the Rebbe says as follows. The Rebbe says, Birchos l'rosh tzaddik. Quoting the pasuk over here from Mishlei, where literally translated it means that there should be bracha for the head of the tzaddik. Brachas on the head of the tzaddik. So the Rebbe says as follows. Let's remember again, we are continuing in Be'ez Hashem. We're following along over here in the Be'uriya Chasidus. So we're on page Beis, the left-hand column. Kasab Mishlei, Birchos l'rosh tzaddik. Ki tzaddik. Now, we'll say, what is it tzaddik? So it's interesting. We've used this term many times. We just had this term in Daf Yomi, in terms of the chuppah of tzaddikim, Messianic era. So what is the tzaddik? He says, Ki tzaddik humi shema'asa ritzuyim l'fnei Hashem. He says the tzaddik is someone. Thank you so much. Thank you. He says the tzaddik is someone. Thank you. The tzaddik is someone whose actions are ritzuyim. Ritzuyim means are wanted, are desired, are appropriate in the eyes of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ukishish lahakara shashem nochach lefanav shezeh inyan habracha harehu atar l'rosh. So it says this is actually quite beautiful. That the essence, says the Rebbe, is one of the things. So the definition of a tzaddik is someone who lives a life that is pleasing to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's the definition of a tzaddik. I do that which is pleasing. But what is it that helps to make a tzaddik, right? What are the elements that go into creation of the tzaddik personality? So the Rebbe writes over here, he explains that part of it is God awareness. God awareness, an awareness that I exist before HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hakara, shashem nochach panav, shezeh inyan bracha. A recognition that the Ribono Shel Olam is right in front of me at all times, or maybe better stated, that I am right in front of Him at all times. That either I am constantly in the presence of the Ribono Shel Olam, God awareness. And the Rebbe says this is the entire purpose of a bracha. Right? Why is it that in Yiddishkeit we have so many brachas? Right? If you think about it, we have bracha like for everything. A bracha before we eat. Right? The brachas when we wake up. Bracha after you use the bathroom. Brachas for mitzvahs. What is the point of a bracha? The bracha over bracha is to engender a sense of God awareness. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech olam. I'm talking to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You are the master of the universe. What that does is that shows that I am constantly and consistently in the presence of the Ribono Shel Olam. Ulekach. He says something very beautiful over here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam shakol niyeh b'dvaro. He says Ulekach is actually very beautiful. Maseches Brachos hiyaschas me'ashas. Why is it that Maseches Brachos is the first Masechta in Shas? Apropos, Baruch Hashem, we're in the ninth part now in Brachos and Amud Yomi. What a beautiful, beautiful journey. So why is it that Brachos is the first Masechta? Out of all Masechtas, why is that the first Masechta? He says, Me'achar sha'ashas ba'la horos lanu eich la'avoras Hashem yisbarach. I will say this is very important. What is the purpose of Shas? Right? The purpose of Shas is to teach us how to serve the Ribono Shel Olam. This is important because a lot of times we think that Gemara is to teach us halacha, or Gemara is to teach us different things, but the truth is all of Shas, all of Torah, is to teach us ultimately how to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So therefore, what is the first step in serving the Ribono Shel Olam? V'yishlahaktim lifnei hakol es ha'akara bo yisparach v'zeu inyan habracha. So we'll say, this is incredible. It's incredible. The first step in Avodas Hashem is God awareness. Is God awareness. If I don't recognize that I live in the presence of the Ribono Shel Olam, if I don't recognize that there is a consistent and ongoing relationship, then by definition, there's something lacking in my Avodas Hashem. See, so if you think about this just a moment, what's the greatest challenge in our Avodas Hashem? The greatest challenge? That we often reduce it to a series of mechanistic behaviors. Right? It is so easy for Yiddishkeit just to become about do this, don't do this, try to do this better, do this more, do this less. And there's no heart to it, there's no emotion, there's no relationship. How do you ensure that doesn't occur? God awareness. And therefore Rav Tzadok posits that's why Maseches, and again, how do you engender God awareness? The Rebbe posits brachas, right? By making brachas, by having brachas attached to so many different things, what Chazal were really seeking to try to highlight over here is this idea that the Ribono Shel Olam is constantly and consistently within our lives, that He's constantly present. I'm right in front of Him, He's right in front of me. Why does Shas begin with brachas? Because what is Maseches brachas about? I mean, it's about a lot of things, but at least according to the it's about brachas. So therefore, the first Masechta of Shas is about brachas, and brachas is all about creating God awareness. It's so beautiful. He says, "She'ikar hakol ba'avodas Hashem yisbarach, hi da page gimel da es Elokei avicha." The entire essence of Yiddishkeit, the entire essence of our avodas Hashem, is da es Elokei avicha. The pasuk in Divrei Yomim. Know the God of your father. Rak achar kach efshar va'avdehu. Right. So the pasuk in its entirety is da es Elokei avicha va'avdehu. Know the God of your father and serve Him. But the Rebbe kind of splices it a little bit, and he says, how do you come to serve God? Only if it's da Elokei avicha. Only if you have God awareness. Only if you are acutely aware of the presence of the Ribono Shel Olam in your everyday life, that there's a relationship. Hainu shelifnei sha'adam oved es Hashem. Before you begin to actively serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, tzarich leida lemi hu oved. You have to know whom you are serving. Relationship with the Ribono Shel Olam. V'zeh ha'inyan shetiknu chazal avarech hasabracha lefnei kol ma'isa. The ma'isa mitzvah o lefnei kol kabbalah hana. So that's why, again, the Rav Tzaddik says this is why Chazal instituted a bracha before every single mitzvah, or for that matter, again, before any time that we enjoy something physical from this world. Liyached es kol ma'asav la'Hashem, to somehow direct my energies towards the Ribono Shel Olam. So we'll say a really incredible idea. First of all, just a different way of See, we often think of a bracha as a form of gratitude, which it is, right? A bracha is a form of gratitude. Before I eat something, thank you for this item. After I eat something, a recognition that I've gained. Before a mitzvah, all these different things, it's true. But on a deeper level, the Rebbe says, is that the entire essence of a bracha is to create this awareness of the Ribono Shel Olam and to direct everything that I'm doing towards Him. Like it says Pasuk Mishlei, in all of your ways, or b'chol d'rachecha, in all of your ways, know Him. In other words, the goal in life is ultimately to feel HaKadosh Baruch Hu in everything that I'm doing. The only way to do that is to create a sense of God awareness. Brachas create God awareness. Kimo shekasaf harambam ver pasuk zeh sha'al ha'adam lechavin b'chol masav rak l'shem shamayim v'leida es Hashem baruch hu bilvad v'zeu al yidei habracha shemevarech ha'adam lefnei kol maseh v'al yada efshar li'adam lekayim inyan zeh. So we'll say, so two fundamental yisodos. Number one, Rav Tzadok saying that the core first step in our avodas Hashem is a creation of God awareness. God awareness creates relationship, and ultimately everything stems from there. Shas starts with Maseches Bracha. Again, and what is the core mechanism through which we achieve God awareness? The Rebbe posits brachas. A bracha, that's what a bracha does. A bracha creates an acute sense of God awareness in our lives. Shas starts with Maseches Brachas, because again, Chazal are trying to instill with us, once again, Avodas Hashem starts with the bracha, starts with Hakaras Hashem. Da es Elokei avicha va'avdehu. The only way to come to va'avdehu is to da es Elokei avicha. Okay, Kimo she'amru Chazal, es ashir ba'al berachas hazimun, mimasai mitztaref hakatan levarich. Actually, we'll say, we'll stop over here today. We'll pick up in Meretz Hashem with this next piece tomorrow. But again, a profound insight, and I want to point out, this is not unique. This is not unique to Rav Tzadok. The Balatanya says the same thing, right? Tanya begins with this same concept, as we're going to see, that God awareness is the key. The Shulchan Aruch starts with this same concept. Rav Tzadok is going to quote that in just a little bit. Shivisi Hashem lenegdi summit. That's how everything starts. I place HaKadosh Baruch Hu before me at all times. So this concept of God awareness which creates relationship, being a first step in our avodas Hashem, is not unique to Rav Tzadok, but rather we see it as a central theme. But Rav Tzadok develops it very beautifully, as we will continue Rav Hashem to see tomorrow. Shkoyach, everyone.